So, here's the preview image. You should know what's coming. How many of you have air conditioning? How many of you have outdoor air condensers? How many of you know to clean them seasonally? Did you know that if your AC condenser is located within a quarter mile of a laundromat, or your dryer vent happens to be on that side of the house, yeah. It is skin cells and clothing fibers. Yes, that's mostly people. As I hosed it off from the inside out, it peeled off like a wet blanket, but it stuck together. It didn't break apart. It just kind of rolled down. That was the only side that had any airflow. 3 of the 4 sides were plugged completely shut. The reason I even walked outside, the reason it even got to the point where I looked outside and went, wait a fucking minute, that condenser sounds very unhappy. And I walk over and take a peek at it, and I immediately go, oh, hell no. I was in the basement for like 3 hours. And I heard this thing running the whole fucking time. And in my head, at some point, I'm like, you know, that hasn't cycled off in over a solid hour. Like, what the fuck is going on? That is very abnormal. When I walk outside, that was what I was greeted with there. like, just, you know, it's a thing. It's a thing you should look at. If you have one. When they get to this point, they go boom, because the head pressure goes over 400 and the compressor goes, okay, goodbye. So if your shit runs excessively long and doesn't seem like it's working that great, maybe go check your condensers out. And if it looks like this, don't use a pressure washer. These aluminum fins are very fragile, but just use a hose from the inside out. If you're not comfortable taking the top hat off, try to go as near to vertical as possible. If you're of the brave variety and trust yourself to not break anything or shock yourself, make sure you pull the disconnect. Don't be a dumbass. Don't be a hero. I've seen it. Entas. People do it. People pressure wash these fucking condensers and bend all the fins over, and congratulations, it's ruined. Anyway, I didn't take any finished photos of it, but needless to say, when I was done, the whole thing looked like the front there. It was very clean for what I assumed to be a 6-year-old unit. Visible debris like that, still hose it out. It doesn't hurt. As long as you don't see any huge debris, a nice gentle stream won't hurt to rinse through it. If you do choose to buy any sort of condenser coil cleaners, verify that they're compatible with your coil. Sometimes you may have a microchannel condenser and they are different. You can't use regular cleaners on them because they will etch the metal, and then yeah, if you're not comfortable, call a professional. They offer that as a seasonal service. You can have them come out, look your system over. If it needs cleaning, they'll do it. If not, call me. It only takes about 2 hours for me to do it to the level I do it, which is you take the top off, you scoop out all the dead leaves and twigs and whatever else is in and around the compressor. For me, I prefer to go from the inside out because the thing sucks air inward over those fins, so all of the dirt is going to travel from outside to inside. So when cleaning it, you want to try to push it back out. You don't want to push it deeper in. It might get stuck. Just default to a non-etching cleaner. They're still extremely effective if you use the metering sprayer that they sell that attaches to a normal hose. Also very true. The stuff I use came in a normal aerosol can because it was for window units. This wasn't a micro channel, so it didn't matter anyway. Bought a metal screen that you see in your window I use as a 1 foot by 1 foot box around the AC unit. Honestly, that's smart. Having like a non-restrictive pre-filter is like an extra step you as a homeowner can do to prevent this from happening. Because this is mostly dryer lint, and that's what fucks these up the most. Pollen and dryer lint and other very lightweight, fluffy things that get sucked into the coil, and the coil is a screen. It will capture all of that shit. But anyway, that's my TED Talk about seasonal maintenance of your air conditioners.